Hello, fellow Gwent players, and welcome back to The Witcher Trials. Now, with the season of Magic starting, we have now dropped a few ranks. We're back down to rank 11, which is not that great, but I guess we just gotta take it to the chin and continue our climb up the ranks. We do get 15 reward points though, which is very nice. Now the first thing I'm gonna do with these reward points is unlock the Eithne second skin. Looking very good. We're obviously gonna add that to our Eithne deck that we are currently playing. Another thing that we are gonna do is unlock all the Skellige leaders, such as Iced and Harald the Cripple. Now the other second skin that I do want to unlock is Crack's second skin, as I do think he is our second strongest leader at the moment. Now that we've done this, we are now ready to open 5 kegs from the store. I'm going to be opening 4 base set and 1 Crimson Curse keg. So let's see how we do here. Alright, first keg. Oh wait, we can do this faster. I'm gonna take the GWENT Revenant. Having 2 of these is actually kind of good if we're ever gonna touch our Northern Realms decks. Now let's see what we get in this keg. They changed the animation of the keg opening, which is pretty cool. The thing with Sigrifa's right is that we need to have Yuta for this to get good value. So for the moment, Cranmar is the proper choice here, as he is Scoia'tael and he's a pretty fair point distribution card. Let's see what we get in this next keg. Okay, nothing special. Here we're gonna take our Barbagazi, as Barbagazi is a pretty decent engine for monsters. This is the last base set keg. Let's see what we get here. Nothing too special. We're gonna take the Drum and Shield Maiden though. That is actually very, very decent to have. And the last keg is a Crimson Curse keg, and it's a pretty bad one to be fair. I'm gonna take Sintian Artificer here. I know we don't play any NR, but still, this is rather decent. If we ever touch an R, this can help us go places. So yeah, let's just take this card and move on to whatever we're gonna do next, actually. Now, as some of you might know about the meta right now, is that Skellige is very overtuned and it's pretty overpowered, to be honest. So me, being the little scumbag that I am, I'm gonna be playing Skellige right now because it's pretty good if you can win games easily, and Skellige will help you with that. So this is the deck, the base I have of the cards that I already own, but I will be crafting 4 more cards to add to this deck collection. The first of those cards is going to be Svalbard Priest, a ridiculously strong engine that creates a point per turn, but it also synergizes with a lot of cards in the deck, which I will talk about later. But at 5, it's incredibly strong, plus it always is going to get higher than 5 because it boosts itself by 2. So after this card stays alive for, say, 4 turns, the only thing that kills it is Scourge Geralt's Curse of Corruption. And I mean, them investing like a Geralt, a Curse of Corruption, into a 5 provision card is always kind of good for us. So we're just going to craft this Svalbard Priest, not only 1, but 2 of this card. The next card that we're going to craft is Dimum Light Longship. It's a 5-point unit, also kind of is an engine that damages itself whenever it deals damage. It can trigger Bloodlust on something like a Donar, which we have. In general, this is just a solid little proactive play for this deck. So we're just going to craft a copy of it and put it into our deck. Now, the last card is arguably one of the strongest cards in the game right now. It's Harald Houndsnout. This card is a 7 proactive play. If this gets locked, you can trigger the skulls that he drops with something like a Svalbard Priest or other cards like Svalbard Butcher, which is very strong, obviously. And it's just a solid all-around card that you should put into every Skellige deck, no matter which one. So we're just going to craft it and fit it right into our deck. Now this is the final deck. Provision-wise, we're missing out on 1 provision, but at the moment that's fine because I think the deck is looking pretty decent. Skellige arguably right now has the best bronze package, so I'm just going to talk about this bronze package. Things like Svalbard Priest is an engine that the opponent needs to kill, unless he has something like a Geralt, as I said. Also, Heime Protector synergizes really well with something like Longship and Svalbard Priest, as well as also synergizing with Herald Houndsnout is the Svalbard Butcher, which if the Herald gets destroyed or locked, you can just use the Svalbard Butcher to kill one of the skulls and give a unit 3 bleeding, which is actually really strong when you think about it. And yes, this is the deck. We're also playing Summoning Circle to put out something like a Svalbard Butcher if we need him, or a Heime Protector, or even just a Disgraced Brawler if we wanted to go to 5. So if we're playing against Scoia'tael, we're probably gonna mulligan the Summoning Circle, which should be fine. But for the moment, this deck looks half decent, and let's see how we do with it. Alright then, first game of the day. It's against Herald the Cripple, which could be a bit scary, in all honesty. That's kind of annoying. Alright, we're proccing this Heime Protector, as it is a pretty scary engine for the opponent. He kills us with Skjal. I mean, fair enough. So what we're gonna do is trigger the 3 Bloodthirst on the Disgraced Brawler, so we can play out Disgraced Brawler here. And lock the Disgraced Brawler so he cannot kill this in one hit. We're just gonna kill this Herald Houndsnout with our Ifrit, as we do need to stay ahead by quite a few points here. I'm gonna play out the Shield Maiden here. Puts us ahead quite a few points. 5 to be exact. It's not that good actually. You shan't get 3! This pass is actually kind of looking fine here. I don't mind passing here, to be fair. We don't play Geralt or anything, so last say isn't really that important for us in this matchup. What's important is that we can get the Summoning Circle off in a long enough round here. Alright, so he's played out his Geralt though to win the round, which is actually kind of good for us because we still have a second one of these Svalbard Priests. Alright, just play out the Long Light Ship for the pass. It's fine. We found the Herald Houndsnout. We also found the Butcher, which is kind of decent. Do we need the Butcher though? We don't really need the Butcher here. We got the Summoning Circle, so I think this hand is actually pretty fine, honestly. I'm gonna turn 1 Summoning Circle here as well. That's a weird play. I mean, we could just kill this with Cleaver, honestly. I'm just gonna do that as well. I'm gonna play a Herald Houndsnout out here. Should be good. Yeah, it is a bit awkward though. Okay, so he's playing for Decree. I'm guessing he's gonna Herald now. Just fine. It's gonna Butcher Decree. Okay. I think we're just gonna play. Actually, no, we're gonna play Ale next because I do want to have this as a locked unit. My disgrace ends here. Time I wiped it away. And his last play is Dagger. I hope so, but we should be fine against the Dagger, as we are quite a few points ahead here. Sure. Alright, so we win the first game. Alright, next game against Herald again. Playing out Ifrit here actually is kind of fine, honestly. He does need a unit for Priest, so we can wait a turn for the Ale and then use a Crack Ping to kill the 5. So he's played out a Skjal, which means we can actually safely play out Shield Drummond here. I mean, so can he, but that's fine for, I guess, both of us now, because we do have the ability to thin our deck out now. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted my Crack Ping there, because now I have to use all the Tainted Ale pings for his Priest. Or no, we can just use Donar. You gonna play around Donar? No, he's not gonna play around Donar. Alright. We're just gonna use Donar on this. Sure. Alright, so we can actually make him go a card down here. But winning on even is the same result. And we can play out Disgraced Brawlers here, which is fine. Okay, so he's passed. Pretty decent for us, because we can make him go a card down. And in the mirror, that's always a good thing. I think going a card up here is more important than the bleed, as he does have a good short round if he can keep up with me. We found the Summoning Circle. This hand is actually looking kind of decent, so I think I'm just going to keep this hand. Should be fine. Okay, so he plays Frenzied Dow though, so that's kind of awkward. I mean, we're just going to be playing ping pong at this point. Now this is looking awkward. Without summoning circle, we're kind of screwed here. There's his dagger. There's our loss. It's gonna be up so many points. Oh, this is gonna go up though. It's pretty good. Plus he has the Geralt in the end. The summoning circle is like so many points here that we just miss out on. That kind of sucks, but what can you do? We just gotta keep our heads high and play for the next match, which is gonna be Emir. Now I just have to guess which one is gonna hit. And I'm guessing it's hitting this one. See if my guess was right. Alright, well, it wasn't. He's just gonna slave infantry this. No, he's not. Wow, okay. Alright. I don't like his engine, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's pretty good. Van Hemar here. I'm just gonna stay ahead with these 5 provision bronzes now. Okay, so he's playing out his Emir though, which is pretty strong, I guess. See if we can do this with Donar here. He's played out False Siri though. The pass here is actually kind of good because we still have Donar and Tainted Ale. Plus, if we draw Summoning Circle, he has no way to remove it. So we're actually pretty happy about that. I'll get rid of the Priest here, as it does turn into a Leo Bonhart target at some point. And we should be fine as long as we have good cards here. Those are good cards. That's a good draw. Those are good draws. He's got a Roach back. We're just gonna kill this Roach. Play around Vivian. Should be fine. So he has Aux in hand. So his last card is Leo, which isn't enough. Yeah. Alright, it's a good win. Okay, we're playing against Unseen Elder. I'm gonna play a Summoning Circle turn 1 here. Increase the chances of finding us golds later on.
Fill our hearts with wrath, either with my shield or on it.
This card is so strong. It's actually kind of dumb. So is this. It's a pretty big point swing. Okay, so he's passed. That's perfectly fine with me, honestly. Because now we can dry pass Elder, which is always very good. I'm gonna Skial the Barbagazi here. Should be good. I'm gonna deny all of his possible consume targets.
Shall savor your death.
One of these 3? Yes. Oh, that's annoying.
Not your lucky day.
Alright. We win this very closely, but we still win nonetheless. That's all that matters in the end. Okay, playing against Foltest. Okay, so he's turn 1 played his Visigoda. I mean, to be fair to him, that's actually really good.
Don't retreat! Damn it!
If he's like planning to commit all these high provision units, though, I don't think I'm gonna care too much. I think I'm gonna pass here. He's committed a Visigoda, which I'm actually perfectly fine with, because Tainted Ale is actually one of the most insane cards against Northern Realms. So what are we gonna play here? I think I'm just gonna play a Butcher. Should be fine here. Let's just hope he doesn't have any form of artifact removal. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of a wasted Akvis there. I'm gonna give this Bleeding,
That's what we are.
as Bleeding gives shield so much disadvantage. But I can still play a 7. None of these are 7s though. Alright. Yeah, just play 2 Disgraced, right? Nah.
Think I'm a fear.
Should be looking good here, honestly. He needs 19.
Damn it.
It's not 19. Alright, we win this. We're playing against Ardle. This game determines whether we go to rank 10 or not, so let's hope and win this. I'm gonna play Summoning Circle this turn. He's playing Bribery. Alright, that was my cleaver then. Pretty good cleaver, actually.
Get stenches.
Wow, he's Ardling round 1. Is that even correct? I don't think so. He's passed. He's used Ardle and he's passed. Okay. I mean, that's good with me, honestly. Sure. Give me that Infiltrator so I can mulligan it away. Alright, Portal. That's okay. Doesn't really bother me too much. Don't really care about Vivian here. No, not really. I'm gonna keep a crack ping though, in case he does play the man from Tukesa. So just playing shield Drummond here is fine, honestly. Like, he's gonna lock it, but I'm fine with that. Okay, so maybe he's not playing the guy from Tukesa. He needs quite a few points to actually win this. Vivian doesn't do it though. Alright, sweet. Okay, so we got to rank 10 now. We're back where we kind of want to be, as well as starting a nice little winning streak with this crack deck. Now, I hope you did enjoy this episode. The new season is starting. This time, I actually really want to get to rank 5. I think that is definitely our main goal for this season. And if possible, maybe even something like a rank 2 or 1, even a pro rank could be possible. But I'm not going to promise anything, but I am going to set this goal for this season. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more Gwent content, and I'll see you soon.